What circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know. May it sound strange, might sound foolish, but things are getting better. Every day another fall victim to the beretta. Why is there so much violence killing me one another? Let us learn to love and let that light shine brighter. Bad influence to influence the youth and get slaughtered. As bad man used to be, they respect the father. It's like no eyes don't realize the times get harder. Me talk all night without my mind and still is laughter. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. And everyone should know. Him said, when I try to cope, tell myself there is hope. It seems like the biggest joke. And as I put on the gun, still the last must run. I know employment can't come. And me a jam and a cool one go back in a school. The system licked me. Here's no hope for those who have not from the slum. Take the little much we have still until we're done. I'm begging to show some love. Who do we get back? He replied, circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. And everyone should know. Well, I know little cry, mama cry, papa cry too. She want the boy with her heart and that couldn't do. We know they find him dead with a Smith and Wesson. 6 weeks and change now, me hear him miss. Why so much violence? Too much violence. It hurts my soul and I won't keep silent. Circumstances made me what I am. That was his reply, I cry. Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know. May sound strange, might look foolish, but things are getting better. Every day another fall victim to the beretta. Why is there so much violence killing me one another? Let us learn to love and let that light shine brighter. Bad influence to influence the youth and get slaughtered. As bad man used to be, them respect the father. It's like no eyes don't realize the times get harder. I talk all night with all my might and still is laughter. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. And everyone should know now. And when I try to cope, tell myself there is hope. It seems like the biggest joke. And as I put on the gun, collateral must run. I know employment can't come. And me a think about cool one go back in a school. The system licked me. There's no hope for those who have not from the slum. Take the little much we have, still until we done. Who do we show some love? Who do we get back some now? Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Every man should know. Oh, circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man?
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. You are tuned into The Proven Truth. You are listening to The Proven Truth with your brother and host, Anthony Brown. Coming to you from the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Coming to you from the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Again, family, it's another God-given day. It's another beautiful day. The birds are singing, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, and hey, we are alive. What can we say? We give our God the thanks and the glory so that we could be here sharing this moment with our brothers and sisters all over the diaspora, all over North America. We give our God thanks. Again, family, welcome, welcome. To participate in the show, as usual, which we do encourage, you can call us at 504-303-8922. Again, that telephone number is 504-303-8922. You can listen to us you can listen to us from your device of choice by calling 712-432-7883. Again, that number is 712-432-7883. You can also check us out on the web by going to www.radiogumbocreole.net. That's www.radiogumbocreole.net. We live stream this and every show, my brothers and sisters. We live stream this and every show. One on the Facebook. You can join us on the Facebook. You can participate on the Facebook by going to Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. That's ANTHONY BROWNFORASSESSOR 2017. To my Facebook family, much love. You can also check us out on the YouTube. You can also check us out on the YouTube by going to the THE Proven Truth, PROVENTRUTH, the Proven Truth, where you can likewise participate. You can pose a question, you can leave a comment, you can become a live guest on this show. We don't edit, stop, sanction, vet anybody who call this show. A matter of fact, we encourage people to call in and to question us about anything that we say on this program. If there's anything out there that we say on this program that is false in any way, shape, or form, we apologize way in advance. Not only that we apologize, we ask that the statement that we make that is false be revealed to us on the air so the public can see and hear. And if that statement is true, we will acknowledge that we were wrong, and we will cease forth therefrom from saying anything that's wrong, that's not true, that's not factual. So again, my brothers and sisters, we encourage you to participate. My YouTube family, much love. Much love, much love, much love. Look, again, the name of this show is The Proven Truth. It's not the Anthony Brown Show. It could have named it the Anthony Brown Show. You know what I mean? But we choose not to, because we want to make sure we have some level of credibility, right? Some level of sincerity, some level of professionalism. That's why we named this show The Proven Truth. And what is the proven truth? Whose truth are we talking about? Is it my truth? Is it your truth? Is it a variation of the truth? What we're talking about, we're talking about the proven truth. What we are talking about, family, is that which is constant with facts and reality. That which is constant with facts and reality. So if I tell you that the sky is blue, believe it. Believe me when I tell you the sky is blue, because why? You're gonna go outside here and you're gonna look and you're gonna see for yourself that the sky is blue. And if you want to invoke some scientific fact just to verify that for yourself that the sky is actually blue, then that scientific fact, that theory will prove to be factual. Oh, damn, the sky is really blue. So again, my brothers and sisters, we do encourage you guys to participate. And again, if there's anything that anybody on this program, a matter of fact, this station says that is factually wrong, we encourage our listening audience and our viewing audience to point it out to us ASAP and say, man, look, you know, and that point or that issue, you was wrong. All right? All right. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The United States of America Constitution, my brothers and sisters, as we like to say here on The Proven Truth, who is your daddy? Who is your daddy? This is America. This is the United States of America. This is the United States of America. And we love it. We love being Americans. We love the fact that we have the rule of law. We love the fact that we have this document we call the Constitution. And we, the people, are proud of having this document because this document is a contract between we, the people, and our employees, the one we choose to call elected officials. When we form that entity, the government, we create this contract and we give to them. This contract is not for us, wasn't meant for us, it was drafted by us for them. You follow me? We love it, man. We love it. Let's go down here and let's deal with the offspring of who is your daddy. All governments of right originate with the people, is founded on their will alone, and is instituted to protect the rights of the individual and for the good of the whole. Its only legitimate ends are to secure justice for all. Listen to this, my brother. Preserve peace. You hear that one? Preserve peace, protect the rights, and promote the happiness. Oh my God, happiness. And general welfare of the people. The Louisiana Constitution, still in full force and effect today, 1974. Now, I don't know how much of you ever actually look on this document, or actually, it is my argument. It is my argument that words do have meaning. Words do have meaning. And when you read the Constitution, the Louisiana Constitution, the origin and purpose of government, when you read Section 1 of Article 1 of the Louisiana Constitution, so when we the people tell them, government and politicians, that we instigate or we institute the Constitution, right? We give that document the power. The Constitution was originated with we the people. All rights reserved by we the people. And we institute it so we can preserve the peace. Preserve peace. Protect our rights. What kind of rights? The individual rights. Did we say anything at all about any collective rights in the Constitution? No. Nothing about no collective rights. My rights as a human being, as an individual, is totally different than what my sister or my brother rights is. A matter of fact, my brothers and sisters, to be honest, to be truthful, on a day-to-day basis, I don't know what my rights is. how my rights are. I don't. Because it depends on the state of mind that I'm in on a day-to-day basis, going to dictate what my inalienable, my God-given rights are. Okay? So, as we lay it out in the Constitution and we tell these political figures, these elected officials, that we the people, our rights ain't enumerated in this document, and it could never be. And it is clear that our rights is not enumerated in this document. My rights, Anthony Brown rights, is not enumerated in this document. So when an elected official, when a politician gonna come and tell me that, oh, in it, number one, you go talk to me about the Constitution, that tell me that you're a very ignorant politician. When you're gonna tell me about my rights in any book, whether the Constitution or a revised statute, you're gonna talk to me and make reference to the Constitution as it relates to, or it applied to me. You're a dumb politician. You don't have no sense. You shouldn't even be in politics. As a matter of fact, I should fire you. I should fire you, and every retirement or benefits that you are looking for be revoked. You know, because you are not qualified or knowledgeable enough to do the job that I employ you or put you in office to do. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You have some dumbass politician out there, bro. I'm telling you. we must give up the silly idea of fooling up. We must give up the silly idea of folding our hands and waiting for God to do everything for us. If God had intended for that, then He would not have given us a mind. Whatever you want in life, you must make up your mind to do it for yourself. Marcus Mosiah Garvey. The philosophy and teaching of our ancestors, of that brother, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Now, brothers and sisters, we said it already and we will continue to say that based on the present time that we are living in, based on the fact that we are now in the 21st century, 2018, based on the fact that we are living in the territory of Louisiana, which is dominantly of African American descent, as we would or they would categorize black people as being. Based on the fact that we are living in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, and based on the fact that the territory is dominantly black, and the elected class represent that ethnic race or group of people being dominantly black, and being the fact that we in the territory of Louisiana now is at the bottom, is running dead last when it comes on to economic prosperity, when it comes to the well-being of our children, and we look at the fact that we have dominantly black so-called leaders here today, we have to continue, or that's the reason why we continue to call upon or to make mention of our black ancestors. We cannot afford to let the name of our ancestors rest in peace. We can't afford it. And one of the reasons why we can't afford it is because we have to tell these present day so-called Afro leaders, these so-called representative of the people, that look, way back when technology wasn't what it was or what it is, way back when racism was more rampant. Listen to what I'm saying, my brothers and sisters. Listen to what I'm saying. And for all you critics out here, listen to. For all you political, look. When racism, you want to talk about racism? We're going to talk about it in a minute. Hold on, just give us a second. When racism wasn't what it was, when you as a black man or a black woman or a black child couldn't just walk out in the street and walk on the same side of the street as another white human being, you have to walk in the middle of the road or in the bushes. When you couldn't drink from the same fountain like a white person, when you couldn't eat at the same restaurant as a white person, when you couldn't attend the same church as a white person, when you as a black person, be it man or woman, couldn't put your name on a ballot saying you're going to run for public office, right? And during that time, we have black men and women who stand up and speak about the hypocrisy or about the injustice or about the lack of equity. We have black men and women at that time who care less about any chastising from any one political party or any group of people. Care less about that. Care less about their own personal life too. You see what I'm talking about? Care less at the time about their own personal life, their own personal financial gain, their own ties in social with the social elite. You know, they care less if some elected official gonna call their name, or some elected official gonna call them or invite them to their Christmas party or their birthday party, or call them to some what you call it, black dress event. They care less. What they did, they had so much love in their heart for the black masses, for the black people, that they say to hell with white supremacy, to hell with inequality, to hell with racism, to hell with all of that. Right? And they went out there, my brothers and sisters, and they fought to the bitter end, some of them. Fought because they recognized that, look, not because of the pigmentation of my skin, not because my skin is more beautiful, and that's why it was more beautiful than the Caucasian, to be honest with you. They wish they had our skin. They wish their skin was as chocolate and beautiful, and that they could stay in the sun as much as us. You see? Our ancestors says, look, no, you ain't gonna work us. You ain't gonna come into Mother Africa and rob us of our heritage, of our land, of our family, of our riches, right? And we sit down quietly and say nothing, like we have here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana today. I can't believe it. You see? And that is the reason, my brothers and sisters, why every single day your brother must call or make reference to our ancestors. Who are we talking about? Marcus Mosiah Garvey. That black brother who told us that, look, stand up, you're a mighty race. Stand up and accomplish what you will. Use your own mind. Marcus Garvey told us, look, we have black kids, let's make us a black doll factory so our black girls can play with dolls that looks like them. You want transportation? Let's get a fleet an automobile and put out there. When the Irish and the white man have their let's go there and get for ourselves the Black Star Liner. You want to be you want to stand on the same platform like every other race or group, do what they are doing and perfect it. That's what we're talking about. And Marcus, I love this, man. I love all my ancestors, man. These are champions that came here before us. Not like the weak ass watered down people we have right now calling themselves leaders. We're talking about people like that beautiful sister from the island of Jamaica, Nanny from the Maroon. You know who Nanny from the Maroon is? That little sister, she used her brain, our military. You talk about military person or military genius, and you're talking about Nanny from the Maroon. You want to talk about somebody who never go to your institution of higher indoctrination to learn military tactics? Let me tell you something, man. For those of you who don't know, your brother spent 7. Look, I did 7 years in the armed forces. They trained me to kill. That's what they do when I was in the army. They didn't train me to go out there and make love to people, or train me to go out there and you know, smiling about. No, my military training was about close combat. Was close combat fighting. Get close to the enemy and stick my bayonet inside of him. They trained me to kill in the army. No, you can imagine a Nanny from the Maroon at that military training. Man, the British and the Spaniards could, man, look, should have killed a lot more. We're talking about a poor, we're talking about a Paul Bogle, a Fred Hamilton, that young brother who is doing more right now, or who was doing more with less in his time than we have political leaders like the goddamn Cedric Richmond. Look, hold up, family, hold up. We have this brother who was doing more for black people than politicians right here in Louisiana who have access to billions and trillions of dollars. We're talking about people like Maurice Bishop, Malcolm X, Carter G. Wilson, that beautiful sister 5'5" Harriet Tubman, who said, look, if black people had, hey, look, pull on it. Oh man, look. Did you know that this sister right here carry around with her a shotgun? And you know who that shotgun was for? You think it was for the white man? No. That shotgun was for the white man, my brother. That shotgun was for the weak-ass black people who was going to run. You see? She said, no, you ain't going nowhere. Because if you leave and they catch you, you're going to tell them where we are. You see? Man, let me tell you something, man. This is what we're talking. Look, my brothers and sisters, when I just think about our ancestors, and think about, you know, the sacrifice that they made and the time in which they made the sacrifice and what they do, my heart just full with joy and love and aspiration and a will to fight and do more and say more. We talk about a Thomas Sankara, a Samuel Mackell, a Bookman Duty, that brother from Jamaica who joined his Asian brother and start a revolution. Toussaint Louverture, a Jack Dessalines. Now, this is important for us to pass down to our kids. We must speak about these ancestors right here. We must. And we have to. Because as I'm saying right now, there is not one among us. There is not one ear that we can point on right now and say, look, here is one who is actually speaking on behalf of the black masses. More so, who is speaking on behalf of humankind, period. There's not one among us right now, my brothers and sisters, we can point to. There's not one elected official here in the territory of Louisiana who we can point to and say, yes, we are proud of you and your service? None. None. Why you believe Louisiana? Look, the last time I checked, I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong again, my brothers and sisters, you know what to do. The last time I checked, we had 50 states that make up the union. The last time I checked. And based on the last information that came out 2 days ago, a matter of fact, not only 2 days and yesterday, Louisiana, the territory of Louisiana, is scraping the bottom of the barrel. Is dead last. Is the worst when it comes to economical prosperity, when it comes to taking care of our offspring. The worst. Why? It is my argument and continue to be my argument because of these corrupted politicians, these people who we the people put to office to attend to our affair and our business, is because of these corrupted. And look, we ain't holding no strings. There is no one branch of government that's here in the territory of Louisiana that's excluded from this. None. There is not one branch. And let me say this clearly so everybody can understand. The political stream is dirty from the top. The political stream is dirty from the top. So you can go and look at your executive branch, and you can just look at John Bell Edwards and say, yes, that's a criminal. You can go and look at the legislative branch and the judicial branch and say, Bernard Johnson, yes, that's a criminal. You can look at the legislative branch, look at the house, look at them, you can call them out and say, yes, these are people who are willfully breaking the law, not following the rule of law, and have no regard or respect for the Constitution. It's dirty from the top. My brothers and sisters, we are fortunate enough to have in the studios here today with us a brother who I came to know and like, a brother who have no fear or qualms of tackling the political cronies here in the territory of New Orleans and Louisiana. A brother who have been with out there in the trenches, speaking about political cronyism, calling out elected officials for atrocity in office. A brother who, I think his last name should be Brown. Yeah. I think his last name should be Brown. Look, my brothers and sisters, I'm talking about the one, the only, we affectionately call him Noonie Man, is legal is legal slave name is Beldan Baptiste. Welcome, my brother. Welcome.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I like that. I like that.
Yes, family. So we have in the studio with us Noonie Man. Look, let me tell you something about Noonie Man real quick. Look, no, this is no joke in a family. I've been out there with Noonie Man several times, you know what I mean? And let me tell you, man, if you walk anywhere in the territory of New Orleans, you walk with this brother right here. You cannot go a good 10 feet. No, and look, don't think I'm exaggerating. You cannot go a good 10 feet, right? And somebody ain't calling to this brother saying, "What's up, Noonie man?" or "Noonie man, we saw you," or "Noonie man." I'm like, this dude is a local celebrity. You know what I mean? Look. Sometimes I'm out there with this brother and I say, "No, something, man. Look. Just walk in front of me, man. I'll steer back and get the." Man, look. I'm so proud of this to be an associate. I call myself a friend of this brother right here. For the main fact that, you know, in my time out there in the activism movement out there in New Orleans, I come across a lot of people who will speak on certain issues. And when they speak on these issues, they speak on it with a certain self-preservation, or looking to either become familiar or friends, or put themselves in a position where that they can become close to some elected official or somebody with authority, so they can have a financial gain for themselves personally. And look, again, I don't see that in this brother right here. He's always out there calling them out rightfully for things that they are doing wrongfully. And that's the reason why, a matter of fact, you know, we stick so close to him, and we are to the point right now where we endorse him for, you know, we're going to go in a little bit more about that, but, you know, because that's something that we don't actually do here on the Proven Truth, or at this station. We really don't endorse candidates for office. The only person we would endorse, or I would endorse for office, is myself. Right? But we don't endorse candidates for office because we don't know these candidates. We haven't seen these candidates outside of them running for public office. And a lot of these candidates that's running for office, that have run for office and will be running for office, are candidates with political ties to these existing people in office right now. People who are running for office because they are looking to elevate themselves financially and socially up the ladder, not to represent the people of Louisiana. Look, my brother, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine.
All right, so Noonie.
Yes.
You this coming November, we have a race coming up, or we have a seat that could be vacant, or we have a present sitting congressman, who is actually looking to run for re-election this November, right?
Yes.
Well, tell the people who that person is, and how long he's been in office, and what is your intention?
Well, his name is Mr. Cedric Richmond. He represents the 2nd District, and he been in there like 4 years, and if he win, which I think he not, he'll be in there 5 years. He'll be in there 5 years. And his intention...
You mean years are terms?
I meant 5 terms, I'm sorry.
Right.
It's just a 2-year term.
Right.
And so that seat is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It is powerful than the mayor of New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
But in that seat, you know, the work is not getting done. I mean, you could be in the seat. He was there for like 4 years. And enough is enough, and I didn't have enough. I'm tired. I know I'm coming from the grassroots, and I know I can do a better job than him, and I can represent people. And that's what they forget to represent, the people. You got to represent not the rich. You got to represent the poor people. You got to fight poverty. We can fight poverty, we can end poverty. When you end poverty, you end crime, education, and all that. That's why we have violence out there, because the situations they're living in poverty.
When you say that this seat is more powerful than the mayor's seat, what exactly do you mean about that?
What I mean is, the mayor is over New Orleans, but when you the congressman, you over all of Louisiana, and you representing the United States of America, and just everything you read in that Constitution. That's why I'm sitting up here laughing, because that's the job they're supposed to do. And when they elected, they are an employee, and you, the citizen, is their boss.
Right.
And that's what they're supposed to be doing in the seat, and it is powerful because they get billions of dollars that don't come to the people.
Yeah. So what you are saying then is that being a United States congressman, you are in a position of more influence. You're in a position where you can actually contribute more, not only to the municipal corporate or the city of New Orleans, but to Louisiana and a whole, right?
That's right.
So in that term, or in that sense, being a U.S. congressman is more powerful.
Yeah, and that way you can fight for not just Louisiana. His position. He's the president of the Black Caucus. And if you look, what have the Black Caucus did for the people all in the world? Because everybody that's part of that caucus represented a state or something. And so what I'm saying is, what have they done for the people? Right.
So you're saying that Cedric Richmond is the chair of the National Black Caucus?
Yes.
And well, let's leave that. He's a chair for the National Black Caucus. And you are saying that based on the fact that he's a chair in the United States Congress, right?
Yes.
He's supposed to be representing black people. That's what it is.
That's what
You know, they form this group, this small internal group, and they refer to it as the Black Caucus. And the Black Caucus was supposed to be actually looking out for the interests of the black masses, right? And he is now the chairperson. So you are saying that being the chairperson of the Black Caucus is just a title, because he ain't doing jack, right?
That's right. It's just a title, and he ain't doing jack, and the Black Caucus not doing jack. Because when you look at the Black Caucus, they're supposed to represent blacks.
Right.
So blacks, if the Black Caucus was doing their jobs, why, like you said, why are the blacks in poverty? Why they're not living right? Why Cedric Richmond and the Black Caucus not addressing black issues? You know, why they just not doing nothing? Every time you look, if I take New Orleans, I'm looking at people neath of the bridge homeless. Some people got to go to work. They work in hospitality.
Right.
Nationally, they're getting $2.15 an hour.
Right.
You know, we should demand better pay. The Black Caucus got power.
Right. You know something, Miss Nooney, based on what you just said a while ago, we're going to play a clip for the listening audience in a short while to kind of emphasize the point that we're talking about. We're just speaking on one aspect right now, or one issue right now, of Cedric Richmond being the chair of the National Black Caucus, the in Congress in Washington, D.C., a powerful, or we'll not say powerful, let's say an influential position, right, being the chair of the Black Caucus, right? And you are saying that we here in Louisiana is not seeing any benefit or any influence from that from that position that Cedric Richmond hold as the chair of the Black Caucus, right?
Yes.
Look, and I back you, my brother. I back you. I believe you. I endorse you on that argument, that statement. There was a hearing, right? There was a hearing in Washington, D.C., where area of Cedric Richmond was laying out his case to the AG, the Attorney General. The Attorney General, oh man, his name just slipped me a while ago. I soon tell you, right? But to the Attorney General, and is a matter of fact. Let's play this clip, and I want you to listen to this clip, and once you listen to this clip, I want you to listen to this clip. Once you listen to this clip, you will come back and we'll talk about some of the points.
And I did so because I was afraid that we would go back to a time where discrimination was rampant and that diversity was not appreciated and that the right to vote for minorities and African Americans would be further, more obstacles would be set up. And I listened to your opening statement and I listened to your remarks since then, and you talked about voter ID. The VC case, which in Texas ruled that their Texas voter identification law had discriminatory portions against African Americans. The district court ruled that way, the appellate court affirmed that ruling, and then you withdrew from the case after two courts ruled that it was discriminatory. How does that mesh, and then argued on the side of Texas, how does that mesh with the right to make sure that African Americans had unfettered access to the voting polls?
Congressman, the way that happened was that Texas had passed a voter ID law that the courts did not approve but struck down. Election was coming up, I believe, and the court approved a voter ID procedure that they approved for that election. And the Texas legislature then repealed its previous law that had been found to be unconstitutional or improper and passed the one that the court had approved. So we felt that the voter ID law has been approved. A proper voter ID law is constitutional, and we believe that one is constitutional, and that's why the position was changed.
And also in judging Department of Justice, in terms of nominating judges to the bench, our information tells us that out of all the judges that have been nominated, I think 91% have been white males. Does that foster diversity?
I'm not aware of the numbers, but you should look.
Okay. Let's stop right there, my brother. Let's stop right there. It's the Attorney General, the U.S. Attorney General session, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, but can you identify the hypocrisy right there? Can you identify the hypocrisy? Can you see it? Or is it on the mail alone? Here we have Cedric Richmond, right?
That's right.
And did you hear him? He initially advised the Attorney General, look, I'm now the chair of the Black Caucus. Okay? So he's proud of that title. You know what I mean? He's proud of his title. He's, oh look, I'm the chair, Mr. Look, I'm the chair for the Black Caucus. I'm speaking on behalf of black people. Yeah, right. When? When was the last time you speak on behalf of black people? Okay. Did you hear that question he asked the Attorney General? Well, let's go to the second question. He's asking Jeff Sessions, right, that look, out of all of the judges that you nominate or was nominated or appointed, how much of these judges were black? Huh? No. What? Look, how should I say this? What difference should it make whether the judge is black or white? Okay? But because again, we got this document right here. What we're talking about? What's the document?
The Constitution.
The Constitution, my family. And based on having a Constitution, what difference does it make what color of skin that judge is? Right? But okay, let's play the game. Let's act ignorant like everybody else. Let's stick to our ethnic group and let's speak about it from a racial point of view. Let's give him some leeway, being that he is the chair of the Black Caucus. Oh dear E! Oh dear E! Cedric Congressman Richmond speak about not having enough black judges. Look in your backyard. Look in your own yard. Look in your own house. Look in Louisiana. Look in New Orleans. How many black judges we have here in the territory of Louisiana? Huh? Are these judges, because they are black, dispensing justice?
That's right.
Are they dispensing justice? No, they're not. No, they're not.
That's right.
Are they dispensing justice because they are black? So he's telling Sessions, okay, Sessions. So look, Mr. Attorney General. Look, check this out, man. I'm the chair of the Black Caucus, and this is what I'm saying. My people aren't being appointed to the judiciary, to the bench. I want some more of my people. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. We know who Cedric Richmond peoples are. Or we know the members of the Bar Association that Cedric Richmond would like, or if he got the chance to appoint on this federal bench, would have. Because we see them here in New Orleans.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You remember Baptiste a couple of weeks ago when we attend his function? Hold on, I need to pull that up too.
Yeah.
You remember when we attend his function?
Yeah.
Huh? You see how much judges attended his function?
That's right.
Huh? To include Paula Brown, the same one who wrongfully ruled against us.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What is this guy saying? Saying that, okay, because we don't have black judges, we cannot see justice, or no justice can be rendered in our case. You see the hypocrisy? Is that an argument? Is that a valid argument for
No.
Cedric Richmond to make?
No, because the black judges is not getting us justice.
You see what I'm talking about?
And he represents the Black Caucus, and I heard him say something about voting. But listen, if he was so serious, right, why haven't him and his members strengthened the 1965 Civil Rights Act? Why haven't they?
Yeah, Congress can take some act on it.
That's right.
Based on that last case, what you call it? Shelby versus Holding versus Shelby or something like that.
That's
right. The United States Supreme Court leave it open, right, for Congress to go and put more balls, put more authority on the on Section 4 of the 1965 Voting Rights Act. Yeah. But look, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to find, I think we should take a quick break, alright? But I'm trying to find a document here, my brother. I'm trying to find the, because people need to know this, man.
That's right.
People need to know this.
And what's going on?
I'm trying to find where can I find this? I'm trying to find that list that came out. Remember when you keep that function there and Chapatulus and Chapatula?
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
who went?
Yeah.
And when you look on the committee or the
That's right.
people that's cheering Cedric Richmond, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these people are actual politicians, people that's presently in office right here, right now, today.
That's right.
And we're gonna talk and tell you why that is.
That's right.
Here we have, so he is looking to be re-elected to public office come November this year, right?
Yeah.
And he's not going out into the communities.
No.
You know what this guy did? This guy went out and he charged, he called his friends, his associates,
Professionals.
right? His professional friends and associates, his crony friends and associates. He called out people who want to be around people with influence. 'Cause that's what it was. You know, when you look at the list of people who are the people who came out to contributing, it was people who have inspiration to run for public office, one.
That's right.
People who is presently in public office, two. And people who like to associate themselves with people in position of authority. That's the type of people who came out there. And that's the type of people who contributed anywhere from from $50 on upward to come out and saw him speak. You see what I'm talking
That's
about?
right. And that's the ones who paying him for his favors.
Right.
With contracts and all that.
Right.
That's why the poor people can't get nothing, because they'll donate and have all their workers to donate $500 to, get over. You can't give over $2,500, so they know how to get around that. They
Right.
get all their workers, and just what you saying, that's all it was.
Right. And no, one of the things that I noticed, right? It was the amount of people that came there, right? Members of the Louisiana judiciary.
That's right.
Right? The amount of members, people from Civil District Court,
That's
people
right.
from the Fourth Circuit Court of
That's
Appeal,
right.
representative from the Louisiana Super. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That's why all the corruption is in Louisiana, and you can't get no rights. And it goes back to what he told Jeff Sessions, about the judges, right? But it goes back to this. If we have black judges and they're going to him, he's keeping all the corruption up in New Orleans.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's where the hypocrisy comes in. So he wants us to believe that he's there in Washington, D.C., working on behalf of the people, right? He's in front of Jeff Sessions, and look, he was like, look, Mr. Sessions, when your name came up as a nominee for this office, I voted against you, right? So he said that outright because he want black people to believe that, oh yeah, or he want, what should I say? Should I say ignorant black? No, I don't want to say that.
No.
He want black people. I'm not gonna categorize us. He want black people to believe that, our people of Louisiana, to believe that he's up there working on behalf of black people, right? So he's gonna tell him, look, one, I didn't vote for you, Mr. Sessions,
Yeah.
and he's proud of it, and he's gonna say, two, and look, and that's what I'm telling the hypocrisy, because he's gonna tell Jeff Sessions, look, I didn't like you, so I didn't vote for you, and at the same time, he's the same one who's telling people in Louisiana and telling his donors to go out and tell people to vote, because if they don't vote, they don't have a voice.
That's right.
You see what I'm talking about?
That's right.
That's one aspect of the hypocrisy.
And then,
He's saying that, look, I didn't like you because I don't think you're the right person for the job. Did he recommend somebody else? Or did he cast a vote? No, he didn't vote, period.
That's right.
Right? He didn't vote. Or he said that he said it. He said, I didn't vote for you because, you know what I mean? But however, I'm here because of I'm the chairperson of the Black Caucus. And I'm saying to you that when it come on to judges, how many black judges are you appointing? No, why do you, again, why should it be a difference? Or why should we pinpoint the fact when we are living in the United States of America and we have this document, the Constitution, and we're supposed to be looking at the rule of law, right? Why should it be a different with the pigmentation of your skin? That's one argument that can be made, right?
Yeah.
You can make that one argument. The second argument is, how dare you speak about black judges like black judges is so morally righteous than the counterpart, when we know for a fact that here in the territory of Louisiana we have dominantly black judges.
That's right.
Right? And the people of Louisiana ain't getting goddamn justice.
That's right. They getting garbage lies and they're suffering. You're right. You know, and then I look at this. He was hitting Jeff Sessions, but let's look at him. What did he say about Steve Scalise? He said Steve Scalise don't have a racist bone in his body, and we know that's a lie.
Right.
Right? And Steve Scalise is the majority whip.
Mm-hmm.
And he want us to believe what he was telling Jeff Sessions he didn't vote for him? Come
Right.
on.
Right.
Come on. He probably didn't vote, but guess what? He was with it.
Right.
All that was a puppet show.
Right. You know something? At that same function that we talk about, we're going to play another clip for the listening audience.
Uh-huh.
We're going to play another clip for them. This is what we have been saying for quite some time, you know, out there in the community and over this platform that we have right here. And we say this to our brothers and sisters out there, and it's coming from a place of love, it's coming from a place of knowledge. When you have candidates running for office, or when you have elected officials seeking to be re-elected to office, and they come and they sprinkle sugar all over your floor,
That's right.
or they, in the case of, which we're going to play in a second now, Cedric Richmond among his elite, his group of elite friends
That's right.
and contributors,
That's right.
right? Gonna invoke one of our ancestors, or invoke the name of Martin Luther King,
That's right.
right? Again, you see the hypocrisy, right? He's talking to these group of people and invoke, I'm going to play it in a second, talking about Martin Luther King to let it, to let himself, to let the persona or the people think that he is so deep when it come on to black consciousness or black leadership, right? To the point where he can be quoting a Martin Luther King. It's a farce. It's a philosophy. You know what I mean? It's a joke.
It is a joke.
You know, it's a joke. Look, let's play this clip real quick, my brother. Let's play this clip.
First place, and we're spending it on warehousing people who ought not be in jail because they themselves had substance abuse problems. So I say all that to say, one, let me just thank you all for coming out. It means a lot to me. I'm glad to be an honorary Generation X, and that's what millennial, as Simone alluded to. But the truth of the matter is, the face of this country has changed. And the makeup of this country has changed. It's younger, it's browner. But what we have to remember that it's not just people of light color. Because if we just talk about people of light color, then all of a sudden I can embrace Clarence Thomas and Secretary Carson, and I'm not doing that. Because they have done more to hurt African Americans than many people. But we have to come together as people of like kind and decide what kind of future we want to leave for our kids and what kind of country we want to live in. I don't want to live in a country where we mandate that people stand up for the national anthem. I want to live in a country where people love the country so much they never stand up for the national anthem. You're never going to find a place where people are going to approve of the objections of the people that they're oppressing. And we're not talking about the issue of criminal justice reform, community policing, all of these unarmed African Americans being shot, or people having the police called on them because they're golfing too slow, or coming out of the Airbnb and not speaking, or in Starbucks waiting on a meeting, or drilling in a playground. I can go on and on and on. But we have to create a country that we're proud of, a country that we want to live in. That's a country that gives everybody a fair shake, creates opportunity for all, but more importantly, invest in vulnerable people. No matter how far we go in life, we have to reach back and make sure that we're investing in vulnerable communities, vulnerable people, and making sure that they have the ability to lift themselves up. So I will end with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King, because he's a Morehouse man, in case anybody didn't know. But Dr. King said, it's insulting for someone to say that someone should lift themselves up by their bootstraps when the person doesn't have boots. And we should take that to heart and make sure that we're fighting for those people who don't have boots, to make sure that we provide a pathway to our...
Okay, so we should take that to heart and make sure that we fight for people who don't have boots to pull themselves up by their bootstrap. He's quoting from Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah.
Right? Not only that, but he's talking about, we need to, it doesn't matter how far you go in life, you have to come back and address or look on those people who you left behind.
Yeah.
You see, who the heck, look, you got elected to public office and you left Louisiana behind.
That's right.
He got elected to public office
And he
left Louisiana behind. You see what I'm talking about?
That's right. And he need to take that same advice he was trying to give,
Right,
and use it himself, because what he was saying, you know, that is fake. Because when you look at the situation of New Orleans, Katrina hit New Orleans, billions of dollars were stolen. He haven't investigated that yet. Right now, energy we having a problem with. Susan Water Board, Errol Williams taking people houses. In Baton Rouge, they had a flood, they needed help. All the river parish needed help. And he have did nothing for none of the people. None of them. He have did nothing for Katrina or no people since he been there 8 years and elect 4 terms. The poor people has never did nothing. That's why when I say I was running against him for Congress, I choose the poor people campaign that Dr. Martin Luther King did in 1967 and 1968.
Right.
Because he was saying that the poor should have everything.
right, right.
But if Cedric gonna use a Dr. King quote, well, why you not living like Dr. King?
Right.
Why you not doing
Right.
things like Dr.
Right.
King?
Right.
You know, why you not standing up like Dr. King? Oh, I'm not talking about just in Louisiana. All the black people been killed by cops or been killed by people and being wrongfully killed. Cedric, why haven't you stood up? Why you talking about standing up for the pledge and this and that? Why haven't you kneeled down and went to jail? Dr. King would have did it. Dr. King would have did it. Dr. King would have did it.
My brother,
You know what I'm saying? Dr. King would have knelt and went to jail.
Look, look, Nooney, that's exactly what I said in my monologue, my brother.
That's right.
We have so-called leaders right now, right? Who now in the time of plenty is doing far less than what our ancestors did back in the day when they had nothing.
Right.
You see what I'm talking about?
Nothing.
You see? Here is Cedric Richmond. He's bragging, well, I won't say brag. He's informing the Attorney General, like the Attorney General don't know, that he is the chair of the Black Caucus. And because he's the chair of the Black Caucus, right, he have black people, the black massive at heart. Yeah, right, when? Right? And because of that, he's questioning Jeff Sessions about one, not having enough black judges appointed to the goddamn bench, right? Like if having more black judges to the appointed to the bench, black people gonna see more black justice. Yeah, we had a president. We call him the 44th president, Barack Hussein Obama. What did he did as a black president for black people in America? Eh?
Cedric didn't say nothing about that.
What did Barack Obama... Look, let's stick to this clown right here, Cedric Richmond. Let's stick to it. Look, my brother, we were out there telling people for quite some time, and we were out there calling, what's the phrase? Speaking truth to power.
Yeah.
About elected officials, to include Cedric Richmond, right? Because we recognize that some of our brothers and sisters here in New Orleans are so timid, weak, scared, or lack the knowledge, or recognize the fact that they have the power, they are the electorate, they are the ones who put every single elected official in office, right? That elected officials ain't special, none of them is special, right? So we, recognizing that, we were out there talking about Cedric Richmond being the godfather. Well, look.
That's what he is.
I'm taking the shot. I'm taking the shot. I made the statement a while back or some time ago that Cedric Richmond is the godfather of the Louisiana political machine.
That's right.
And we break down for people that he's the godfather. He sits at the head of the political table.
That's right.
And he calls the shot. And around the table sits with Cedric Richmond Ike Spears, right? Who is Ike Spears, my brother?
Ike Spears is the low-down, dirty attorney.
Okay. So Ike Spears, look, I'm just speaking of Filipino.
It's the truth.
Look, Ike Spears is the legal advisor for the Louisiana political machine,
And
right?
Dirty attorney.
He's the one who was all over New Orleans in 2017. Look, having these judges run scared.
That's right.
Inside the courthouse. We saw it, right? Then also sit at the table is this guy they call Blair Boutique.
That's right.
Who is Blair Boutique, my brother?
Blair Boutique is a convicted murderer, and right now they got him on charges of robbing the poor.
Mm-hmm.
The poor forced to get out of jail free,
Mm-hmm.
and he was robbing people of the money. And Blair is the one who threatened people, and I call him the hitman.
Right.
You know.
Right. So here's the organized crime. We have one, the godfather, the one who calls the shot, the Cedric Richmond. Here we got Ike Spears, the legal advisor, right?
That's
who
right.
have all them judges run crazy.
That's right.
Look, these so-called judges ain't judges when Ike Spears come in court. They are second chair. Here we have Blair Boutique. What you call him, my brother?
The hitman.
The hitman. So he's the one who carry out, who's the physical enforcer.
That's right.
Right? Who carry out the threats and stuff. Let's read this article. And so maybe this article right here can substantiate what we are saying. So people out there don't think that we are crazy,
That's
we are buffoons, or that we are talking because we have a platform to talk. Again,
That's right.
my brothers and sisters, the name of this show is what?
The proven truth.
Okay, the proven truth. And we challenge anybody listening to us, watching us, to prove that what we are saying is 1, wrong, 2, faulty, 3, without any merit. We challenge you to do that.
We even put you on the show and debate you.
A matter of fact. Look, you can come on this program. Look, you have an open invitation. Anybody can come on this program and rebut anything that we say. Okay? Now let's go to somebody who will have more knowledge more than us.
That's right.
Because look, I get, I guess you can, the argument can be said that we have no credibility. So, or we have no factual basis. Are we, so let's go to some people who's supposed to have some credibility.
That's right.
Or some journalistic attributes, okay? Let's go to which one we're going to go to? Let's go to the 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the New Orleans Advocate. Let's go to the New Orleans Advocate and let's pull up an article from the New Orleans Advocate. Listen to this. Anyone who keep an eye on the lone Louisiana Democrat in Congress recently would agree his clout is growing, full stop. That word clout, my brothers and sisters, not checking your intelligence. That C-L-O-T means is power, is influence, is authority, is gangstership. It's growing, right? Right? Let's read it. Now, Cedric Richmond, Democrat, New Orleans, won a 4th term without breaking a sweat. And last week he was elected chairman of the influential Congressional Black Caucus, giving him a bigger role in shaping priorities for the National Democratic Party. Now this article was published just so you guys can go and check and verify for yourself. This article was published, actually it was published in 2016. This one we're reading right, it was published in 2016. But it's still relevant today. But the power Richmond wields isn't being felt only in Capitol Hill. With his seat in Congress seem as nearly unassailable, Richmond and his allies in New Orleans have been playing a role in parish races as well, helping to shape the local politics in the same way that some of his predecessors did. Let's stop right there, my brother. Let's stop right here. We are actually an hour and 45 minutes in the show. So it wouldn't make sense at this point to go into the what happened in 2017 in New Orleans local government election.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if that maybe if you can come back this
Whatever.
or next week or this
right,
week.
cool.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna dive into that.
We're gonna bring the document.
We're gonna dive into that and let the people see and hear. But right here, and we're gonna come back to this right here. Now, for those of you who didn't catch it, let me read it again. Richmond wheels, our swing, our authority, our reach, any one of those adjectives can be applied here, isn't being felt only on Capitol Hill. That's Capitol Hill, that's Washington, D.C. With his seat in the Congress seem as merely unassailable, meaning untouchable, unchallengeable. Richmond and his allies, his friends, Ike Spears, Cedric Richmond, Ike Spears, Blake Boutique and all of them, members of the judiciary, in New Orleans have been playing a role in parish races. Why would a sitting congressman want to play a role or care about what's going on in local government election?
That's right.
To the point where he have to get his hands dirty. But listen, helping to shape the local politics in the same way that some of his predecessors did. Who is his predecessor?
Bill Jefferson.
Okay, we ain't going to talk about Bill Jefferson today, right?
Nah, leave.
You know, because again, people don't know. Look, so for those of us, or for those of you who know Bill Jefferson, he just came back from federal prison after serving some years. His sentence was actually cut short. But here it is. Cedric Richmond, congressman, right, is using his authority, his office, his influence to shape local government politics.
That's right.
To steer who is on the ballot, who run for office, who don't run for office, who sit by the wayside and wait your turn.
And if you run, you're in trouble.
Right. And if you run against his authority or his approval, you're in trouble.
That's right.
Let's read some more. And what are the experts doing right here? They are comparing the role that he's playing to his predecessor. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So that in and of itself is a mouthful. They are saying, look, the same goddamn thing that Jefferson did. They didn't call Jefferson name here, you know.
Yeah.
They says
talking about.
they just say his predecessor.
That's right.
We know who his predecessor is.
Yes.
Right? They are saying that he's doing the same thing. Let's read some more. Because what we know Jack. We ain't no journalists, right? Alright. We didn't go to the institution for higher learning, right? So let's read some more. In the process, he has attracted criticism. They ain't talking about us, huh? No, we ain't criticizing them, right?
No.
No.
They wouldn't put us.
No, they wouldn't mention us, so it couldn't be us. They ain't talking about us. They're talking about somebody else. Let's see if we can find out who they're talking about. In the process, he has attracted criticism. Much of it voiced privately. Oh damn. Most of it voiced privately for fear of alienating a powerful congressman. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I caught it. You need to read it again so everybody can catch it.
Okay, boss. I will read it again. Most of it voiced privately for fear. My brothers and sisters, the word is fear, F-E-A-R, of alienating a powerful congressman. About the use of strong arm tactics against political opponents. Full stop.
That's right.
For those of you tuning to us on Facebook and YouTube and seeing the title of this show, let me click to the title again and read it. For those of you who is offended, for those of you who are offended by the title of this show that's posted out there on Facebook and on YouTube, which reads, Congressman Cedric Richmond, comma, the godfather of the Louisiana political machine, seeks re-election this November. For those of you cronies, for those of you die-hearted, for those of you not so informed, who dislike that description, I'm going to read this section from the professionals true journalists one more time. In the process, he has attracted criticism, not from Anthony Brown or Belden Batiste. Much of it is voiced privately. Now, when we voice our criticism, we do it publicly.
That's right.
So that tell you off the bat, they ain't talking about us, because we ain't scared of somebody who we put into office. We ain't scared of somebody who is coming to us every 2 years begging us, can you please send me back to Washington D.C. so I can have this influence, so I can be around the political elite of the country. We ain't scared of no political players, and no political players can strong arm us or use scare tactics against us. So you know from the get-go that this wasn't we they're talking about. So let me go back again without any interruption. In the process, he has attracted criticism, Cedric Richmond. Much of it voiced privately for fear of alienating a powerful congressman. About the use of strong arming tactics against political opponent. Need I say any more about the heading of this show that's posted out there on Facebook? Anybody want to challenge us again? Again, the name of the show is The Proven Truth. But no one seemed to deny that Richmond has begun to assume a leading role in the New Orleans political life. The sun has all but set on the city's all line back political group. The once formidable organization run by Richmond's predecessor, Bill Jefferson. Okay, right here they mention his name. So those of you, again, who think we call Bill Jefferson because you didn't know we call, here's a professional calling his name. So here's the professionals right here telling you that Cedric Richmond is basically coming off of the same table as a Bill Jefferson. Collapsed in the early 2000s under the weight of public corruption charges. So now you got it. This ain't coming from Anthony Brown or his guest in the studio, Newman Batiste. The professionals are telling you, right? So when we tell that we've been calling these people corrupt politicians. Here is proof. We can take this to court and say, okay, if you're gonna charge us or sanction us from speaking the truth, right?
That's right.
From calling corrupted politician, charge these people to.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Okay. And the vacuum left behind has afforded Richmond the opportunity to expand his influence. So because one gangster loses reign or was dethroned because the might of the law came down on him. Now here is a youngster in a Cedric Richmond, a youngster trying to fill that seat, that vacuum.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Let's read some more, my brother. Look, ain't reading fundamental?
Yeah.
Eh? Reading is what?
Fundamental.
Fundamental. Cedric, by virtue of his position, has now stepped in And I think he is feeling much more comfortable. Wow. Getting involved and making a difference and helping to get people elected, said Bill Shush. Bill Snush, whatever you spell it, S-H-C-U-L-T. Right? So okay, so you see this? A veteran's New Orleans political consultant. So here is a political consultant, Bill Snush, or however you pronounce his name. He's saying that, look, this young gangster is getting comfortable in his seat. You know, he's getting comfortable. He's filling this the vacant the seat left vacant by Jefferson. Richmond freely acknowledged the role he has played in local. Okay, here it is. So, Congressman Cedric Richmond himself, because he know that because of his strong arm tactics, because of the fear that the other members of the judiciary of the Cedric Richmond. So when him snap him fingers, they just run come. Like how Paula Brown run come to his function over there, and other members of the civil district court run right. Come to his when they stop, run came to his function and Chapel Tool is what he. He know that he have that influence and that power. And him know if they don't do what they say, him have Ike Spears and Blake to attack them.
That's right.
You see? Here it is. He is comfortable enough to acknowledge. Look, again, brothers and sisters, don't hate us, don't chastise us for being conduits, because that's all we are, conduits. We have no fear of the strong arm tactics from a Cedric Richmond, because he cannot, I say it again, he cannot scare us nor use any strong arm tactics on us. Why? Because we are his boss.
That's right.
We are his boss. You understand? He can scare other elected officials because he have that influence over them because of his position when old in Washington D.C., because of his influential position as the chairperson of the Black Caucus. We ain't scared of nobody. Why should we scare of people who we are the ones putting food on their table, putting a roof over their head.
That's right.
When Cedric Richmond, your boy from City Council District B, what's his name again? The City Council District B.
Jared?
Yeah, Jared.
Jared Brusette.
Yeah, that's D, right? When Jared Brusette and all them drive up to the function in these black, what kind of vehicle was that? So, Escalade, these black Escalades passing with almost security guards and stuff. Where do you think that money come from? It's taxpayers' money. We the people of New Orleans paid for that.
And he invited all them, right?
Yeah.
Well, why if you believing in Dr. King, why you didn't invite no poor people?
Where was it?
The people.
No. Better yet, why didn't he go there in the 2nd Congressional District?
That's right.
Why didn't he go there where poor people was?
That's right.
Where poor black people was?
That's right.
Why didn't he go there? Why did he have to go uptown in the CBD? Why did he charge?
In charge.
Why did he charge?
Why he couldn't say, well, I want to talk to the poor people.
Right.
Because he's showing what time of the day he doing what the rich doing.
Why not go to the people who didn't have any shoes as he was talking
That's
about, right? To pull up by a... You see the hypocrisy? Here he is quoting Martin Luther King. You said it, my brother.
And he's not living like
You said it. He's quoting Martin Luther King and he's not living like a Martin Luther King. You see the hypocrisy?
Yep.
No, hey, look. I didn't play the exact last part of that clip. But the last part, I think I'm going to go back and play it, make people hear. The last part of that clip, he gave every single person that came the marching orders.
That's right.
He told them, go out and tell the community.
That's right.
Make sure the community vote for me.
He said, go tell him. Why
Yeah.
he couldn't tell a community?
No, you know something? Let's pause right here.
Yeah, play it.
Let's go back and play to the people,
Can
so
hear it.
John public can
That's
hear
right.
it for themselves. Because people listening to us right now think these two clowns the line. He would never say that. Let's play to the year. Hold on, let's play it because people think that. Hold on. Let's something. Okay. I'm gonna find it back.
Proven true.
I'm gonna. Oh, you know something? Look. We have it. Yeah, for who don't want to believe us, they can don't believe us. Again,
Well, we played it early.
if again, we give an open invitation to anybody who want to challenge anything that we say on this show. He give them their marching orders. He said, go out in the community
And tell the people.
and tell the people that I'm back on the ballot.
That's right.
He's running for public office.
And he can't talk to the people.
He can't talk to the people. So here we have him have his crony friends. You know who I was looking for? I didn't see her. D.L. Atkins.
No, she didn't show up.
She didn't show up, huh? No, I didn't see her.
No,
You know.
she ain't come.
You know. No, I didn't.
No, she ain't come.
Let's look what at it, man. Look. Let's read some more of this, my brother. It's important because there's something I'm actually there's somewhere I'm trying to get to because I want people to see that way ain't crazy. Where was I? Okay. Cedric, by virtue of his position, has now stepped it in, and I think he's feeling much more comfortable getting involved and making a difference and helping to get people elected, said Bill Schnursh, a Veterans New Orleans public consultant. Richmond freely acknowledged the role he has played in the local race, even if he is careful of distinguishing himself from Jefferson. Overt style of political influence, not to mention the taking of bribes that ultimately landed Jefferson into prison. I didn't need a political dynasty, he said. I don't need to be a kingmaker. Yes, right. All I want to do is to elect people who are not impressed to have rich friends and influential friends who just want to improve the city, reduce the income inequality, and hopefully lift everyone's income a little bit. That's right there. That last statement right there is basically a politically correct statement. Yeah, it's laughable. It's laughable. It's laughable. It's laughable. There is something I'm looking for. Getting his start. Richmond jumped into the political early. While he was still in law school at Tulane University, he got into the race for the city's council district EC. Though he withdrew before the vote. Then, still 26, he launches his first real campaign for the state house seat in District 101. In his corner were his mom, Maple Richmond, a veteran volunteer and local campaign, and James II, a former law partner. Okay. In the runoff, Richmond faced former pro football player Ed Scott, who employs some of the same lines of attack that still echo in the criticism that Richmond attracts today. I'm looking for, okay. Scott, listen to this, my brother. Scott printed flyers casting Richmond as a vehicle for the political agenda of Boutique and Spears. You see them two names?
Yep.
We're talking about? And he brought up Boutique 1990 manslaughter conviction. Okay, now look, again, family, this is what we are saying. you know, the information is, look, we could have came here on the show. Tell me if I'm wrong, my brother. And we could have make certain argument about Congressman Cedric Richmond utilizing funds for his own personal affairs, and we could have made certain other allegations against Cedric Richmond and the reason why he should not be re-elected to public office, right? But we are not doing that because, again, the name of this show is The Proven Truth. So anything that we said on this show, we can substantiate it or verify it or point to the source. Anything at all we say on the show, right? We are not here, again, to slander anybody, to drag anybody name to the mud, right? Because we are fully aware of our authority, our portfolio, right, as elected officials, as the electorate, as the bosses. So we are not here to drag anybody name. We want our elected officials to succeed.
That's right.
But we must, when they are not doing what we put them in office to do, we must show the people that there's something wrong. You see? That there's something is going on wrong, and we need the people to address it.
That's right.
Look, brother, we're going to take a short break and come right back.
No matter what you try, can't stop the work of King Selassie until the praise Most High. Hurt the heart, but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play life road. Hurt the heart, but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play. Where me love him and him kingdom me a go tour. Love me so much me want to kick off my door. Just for receive him more and more. Every day then broke out like a sword. Good over evil and Tony be short. Now live a Kingston but me live a Portmore. When me meditate upon the seashore, talking to the rich and also to the poor. Hurt the heart but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play life road. Hurt the heart but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play. I lift my hands to the hills, come at health. I know I'm gonna worship for the thing I wealth. Lace up me shoes and buckle on me belt. And palm me head down when me tilt off me felt. Like a butt against sun, that's what the heat and melt. We never right it, no 2 years wrong. Almighty God is a living man, don't you understand? Hurt the heart but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play life road. Hurt the heart but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play. Look how much black people like an angry chain. After them release the chuckle and chain. Bring us education, that's what we obtain. Them who we worshiping at the wrong name. On no Babylon and I go lose on no fame. Now go drink no wine, we not go sniff no cocaine. Rastafari we come to prepare. Hurt the heart but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play life road. Hurt the heart but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control. God does me guide when me a play. Where me love him and him kingdom me a go tour. Love me so much me want to kick off the door. Just for receive him more and more. Every day then come out like the sword. Good over evil and Tony be short. Now live a Kingston but me live a Portmore. When me meditate upon the seashore, talking to the rich and also to the poor. total control. God does me guide when me a play life role. Hurt the heart, but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. I defend the down first is a must. You don't need a iron eye fight now first. Cause everything them say them rightful won't belong to us. My father don't tell I and I, everything shall fall to I and I, it's a must. So Babylon set the liberty, every day another one bite the dust. My Lord, you don't have to say you're sorry for all the wrongs that you have done. I don't want to hear such story, cause the damage already done. Oh, the damage already done. Broken bones and wounds need tender repair. Hang on, brother man, don't despair. Although we forgive 7 times 7, still the damage already done. So much damage already done. Stop and listen now, mind to meditation's time. Going straight to your mind, to your wicked and wine. Only way you can deal with these vibes is to free up your soul and mind. Yaga, 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 yaga. You don't have to say you're sorry for all the wrongs that you have done. I don't want to hear sad story, cause the damage already done. Oh, the damage already done. Everybody wants their peace of mind, trying to justify how they deal with mankind. Sometimes I wonder how they sleep at night time, when all the damage already done. Oh, the damage already done. Stop and listen now while to meditation style. Going straight to your mind, to your wicked and wild. Only way you can deal with these vibes is to free up your soul and mind. Ayaga, yaga, 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 yo. You don't have to say you're sorry for all the wrongs that you have done. I don't want to hear sad story, cause the damage already done.
Yes, family, welcome back, welcome back. You have been listening to The Proven Truth. You have been listening to The Proven Truth with your brother and host, Anthony Brown. Coming to you live from the studio of Radio Gumbo Creole here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. In the studio with me today, is another Rhodes Scholar. We use that term to our benefit when we say Rhodes Scholar. We're not talking about the academical Rhodes Scholar. We are talking about a downright out there, dirty, in the trenches, in the gutter Rhodes Scholar. My brother, Belda Nuneman Batiste, and the ballad November 2018 for Cedric Richmond. Nooni,
Yes.
talk to the people. Tell the people about this coming election, you know, some of your views, some of your ideas and stuff like that.
All right. Well, 2017 in November, I'll be on the ballot.
2018.
2018, I'm sorry. 2018 on the ballot. And I'm running for Cedric Richmond seat. And I think I can bring changes. One of the changes, well, I'll give you some of them, is I want to use Dr. King 1967, 1968 Poor People's Campaign. And I want to help the poor. I want to fight poverty and not fight the poor.
Right.
So, you know, I want to do that. I want to make sure I do the economic bill of rights. I want to do housing. I want to do jobs. I think everybody should have free health care. I think everybody that go to college should not have to pay a tuition. And there's a lot of other things I want to do and I want to change, but my main changes are for the poor people. The poor people that's out there every day busting their butt one check from poverty. I want to fight for the poor. And if it ain't for the poor, I don't want to do it. You know, I want to be the poor people's candidate, and I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm an independent, because Democrats and the Republicans are the problem, but the Democrats are more of a problem.
Right.
So, you know, I just want to put that out there. I want to, you know, just help the poor people, you know, because I know what it is to be poor. My mama raised 5 kids, and we was poor, you know. We was poor, and I know what it is to be poor. I come from the grassroots. I'm out there every day, and I know what it is to be. And I wouldn't just be in Washington. Y'all will see me in the communities, what I represent in Louisiana. And then I want to do mass incarceration, you know, bring the jail population down, but just don't release them from jail. When we release them from jail, but have housing for them too,
Right.
and a job for them too.
Right.
When we know we about to release them, we get them ready and prep them for a job. So when they come out, they go to a job, they do it because they let 10,000 people out and 83% of them back in jail. So
Right.
we can do better, you know,
Right.
and we can do better. And then I want to have this young people agenda, you know, because our young people need opportunities. And I want to just fight hard and help the poor. That's all I want to do. And I want to fight for all the poor in the United States.
Let me ask you a question. So the seat,
Yes.
that Richmond now sitting,
Yeah.
are it's the second congressional district, right?
Yes.
Which part of the city comprises the second congressional district?
That's New Orleans, right?
Mhm.
All of New Orleans. It's East Baton Rouge, West Baton Rouge, and all the river parishes. That's like St. James
Okay.
and all the river parishes.
Okay.
And that it goes from there.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, you know, I'll be honored to represent them. And I know I do a good job, because I know if I don't, you'll have Anthony Brown on your trail ready to get you, you know what I'm saying? And you got other people that's out there ready to get you, you know. And one thing Anthony taught me is you don't need endorsements to win. The people are the power.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask him about you said the river parishes, right? What do you think about the you know, we're right now in the hurricane season, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the work that the Corps of Engineers does? And what do you think about what type of, is there any need for any levee system right now to assist the southern portion of the state?
Yeah.
When it come on to like flood protection or stuff like that?
Well, I'll use New Orleans as an example.
Uh-huh.
We are in trouble. I mean, because all the money that came didn't hit the city.
Right.
Baton Rouge it didn't hit, the river parishes didn't hit, and we don't hear nothing about that from the congressman. They even want to take the Ninth Ward canal and get rid of that and run a bridge all through the projects, all through the streets, the Florida and all that. I'm not with that.
Okay.
And you know, we got to be prepared for hurricane season. We got to build smart and better. If you look at it right now, the congressman should have came down and saw what was the deal on Susan Waterboard.
Right.
We right at hurricane season, and we don't hear nothing from the congressman.
Well, let me ask you a question, though, Nooney. You said the congressman should have, but is that even a part of his job description, though, or is that even within his portfolio or his authority? Because we're talking about the municipal corporation, the body politic, city of New Orleans. which have a governing structure, right?
That's right.
How the hell would a congressman be involved? Explain.
Because if you the congressman,
Mm-hmm.
all the laws are made in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
As the congressman, I can address them in Baton Rouge
Okay.
and tell them how upset I am. And federal funding can be cut, you see?
Okay.
Because I'm the congressman, federal funding can be cut and, you know, and make them do the right things. Because they got a lot of stealing going on in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, so you're mainly talking from a point of view.
Yeah.
You're not saying that him have that legal authority, but him have that influence. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
You
he have that influence.
Yeah, you would.
And,
Yeah. Okay.
and the authority will be that Washington sent funding now to New Orleans for the water system, right?
Right.
And just like that. So if they ain't doing the job, I can send the feds down here to see what they're doing.
Right. Because you would be the congressman representing the second
That's
congressional
right.
district. So you would have some influence or some input according to as it relates to federal dollars coming.
That's right.
Coming here, and so that I got you. I
And
got
then
you.
my main goal is, and I know this is going to scare a lot of people, if I'm elected, I'm going back way from Katrina, and I want to audit done of all the money that they went out for hurricanes to Louisiana, and I want to investigate them.
Right.
So I know that's what I want to do, and that's what he should have did, you know.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so you're talking about a forensic audit.
That's right.
And all the money that came
That's
here
right.
post Katrina.
That's
man,
right.
Man, that's something right there.
That's
Wouldn't it?
right.
That's something right there. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, a forensic audit.
Right.
And that'll be every parish that I represent.
Right.
And then you will see the fireworks in the store because the money gets at the top, but it don't come to the bottom.
Right.
You know, the poor people can't. Then I know as a congressman, I'll get all the businesses together, small businesses. I don't want no big businesses. And make sure they get federal contracts or get some contracts. And I'll be in New Orleans business. I'll be one congressman in there getting them a lot of trouble. And if they don't do it, I'm going to let the people know. You know, that's all I know, to be the right. That's all.
Right.
You know, be right and try to build and be right. Then try to get the black caucus to really do something for all the citizens of the United States. Because if you look, what have the black caucus, not the local, I'm talking about the black caucus of the United States that Cedric Richmond represent, what have they done for people as a whole black caucus?
Right.
Nothing.
You know, if he's defeated though, right? Or when he's defeated, some other, it won't automatically fall onto you, but it will fall on some other senior senator. But you can still, you're right. You can still approach them and say, look, and what you guys doing on behalf of the black community all over
That's
America,
right.
you know, which I'm
That's
not
right.
doing. So I follow you. Look, my brother, I really appreciate you
I
taking
appreciate you too.
the time and coming out today, spending this time with us, talking to the people. Hopefully you can join us back here this week.
You got that.
Okay, so we can actually we can talk about some more issues that relate into the political cronyism that happened back in 2017.
For sure.
And also, we can, tie it into the role that Cedric Richmond or the Louisiana political machine play into that.
That's right.
My
I
brother.
love that.
I appreciate
I
you for
love
coming
that,
up.
my brother. All right, thank you.
Know the man Baptiste. My brothers and sisters, as you all know, time flies. Where does the time go? You have been listening to The Proven Truth with your brother and host Anthony Brown, coming to you live from the studio of Radio Gumbo Creole. Hopefully, you will, be here joining us come this Thursday. Again, we here, the objective of us here on the show is to inform, to raise a level of higher consciousness, recommend critical thinking to the point where our brothers and sisters, not only here in North America, but all over the diaspora, approach their thing take independent approach to every aspect of their life. My brothers and sisters, Anthony Brown, much love.